probably they'll be coming at 1:30. Okay, so afternoon 1:30 they wanted to come, and I just wanted to finish off my because I wanted to cook for them, right? So I wanted to cook the things. So I wanted to cook some pulao and then some white rice and then all other curries and all. Now what I need to do first, I wanted to prepare the list. Hey, I wanted to prepare some biryani or some white rice or some. I wanted to prepare some gravy and some rasam and then some side dishes. I wanted to prepare. I prepared the list of things. Now, what are the things I need to do it? So I need to go for market and get all these things. And once I get it, I need to do the prerequisites for this. Hey, I wanted to make the cleaning of all these things and making this ready for the cooking and all. And I will have 4-burner stove. So in the stove, I'll keep all the things keep ready, and then I'll start to do this. Probably for going for market, I'll take it around 1 to 2 hours. So probably I'll start this one at morning 8 o'clock. So by 10 o'clock, I'll be back. So from 10 o'clock, from 10 to 11, I'll clean up all the things, and then I'll start at, I'll take a break from 11 to 11:30 and 11:30 to 2:30, means 11:30 to 12:30 or 1 o'clock. I'll make the things ready, and last half an hour, I'll make the garnishing and the things ready. Now, if you see here, what I have did my estimations or how I have been estimated, I need to complete the work by 1:30. So that first of all, I take in what are the things which I need to do, means what are the factors which I need to do. I had been listed out that, and according to that particular list, I started my work and completed on that particular time, and then I have been done. Now, assume that if I don't know the time when I need to complete, I can leverage, means I can wake up at afternoon 12 means 10 o'clock, and then I can go to the market whenever I wanted. All the things are done, and always that would be pushed off because I don't know that when these guys will be coming, so that I don't know when I need to do the things. I didn't plan the things, or I didn't estimate it. Hey, for an example, now for preparation, if it is taking 5 hours of time, now for 5 hours means this would be completed at evening 4:30. Will it be okay for them to wait till 4:30?
No.
No,
So
sir.
now, what
Sir,
exactly you guys need to,
we can say a rough plan, sir.
this is not a rough plan. So it's not about a planning. So if you see here, the planning is nothing but the planning comes from the test plan. Here it is estimations. So now how much time it will take to complete? For an example, now I'll give you another example. I wanted to construct a house. I given it to a contractor. Now, when I asked the contractor, hey boss, when my house would be completed? Before itself, I'm asking, not on start. Before itself, I'm saying that, boss, I wanted to construct a duplex house. In duplex house, I need 5 bedrooms, and I need to have a gym on the top floor and with a swimming pool, and 2 car parking, and front yard, backyard with a garden. So now this is what my requirement. Now, when I have been given this particular requirement, now the contractor need to tell me within how many months it will be completed. Not in days, right? So in months. Now what he will say, sir, it will complete in probably 10 months, sir. Then I'll ask him, boss, can you tell me why it will take 10 months? I'll give you like 100 employees. Now, when you have 100 employees, why it will take 10 months? Then he will say that, sir, I need to keep the foundation. Once after the foundation, so means in the foundation, I'll be having multiple tasks. I need to dig. I need to fill up with the steel. I need to fill up with the stones and then cement and all. And I need to keep the pillar, and all this foundation work is done. Now, after the foundation, then I wanted to do the flooring. And then I wanted to do the side walls. Then I wanted to do the roof. Then first floor completed. Now go for the second floor and third floor. Now in flooring, I'll have subtasks. And in the side walls, I have subtasks. Means I need to keep the windows. I need to keep the wall and all. And on the roof, I need to keep all the metal rods. And then I need to wait for that. and I need to keep the cement, and I need to keep that flooring, roof. And then I need to go for the second floor. And in the second floor, once again, side walls. And this is how I need to construct it, sir. So now for flooring, it will take 3 weeks of time. And for side walls, it will take another 4 weeks of time. And for roof, 1 week of time. And for second floor, another 3 weeks of time. So another side walls it will take. Now, if you see here, first of all, we are deriving what are the factors we wanted and deriving subtasks for this. And for subtask, how much time it was taking. So that it derived for the 10 months. Now, what you are estimating, so now when a contractor promising to the house owner saying that within 10 months, I'll be completing your project. And the owner is asking keenly, hey, you tell me, describe me, what are the things it will take, means why it will take this much of time. So can you bifurcate, what are the things which it's required, or how much time it was taken to do this all? So this is what we wanted to know, right? So this is how we will be doing the estimations. Now, the same thing, this applies for the testing also, right? Now, I wanted to understand the scope. Now, for example, now we taken the example of Redbus, or we taken the example of the Gmail, okay? This would be very easy, so that I'll go with the Gmail. Gmail, I wanted to create inbox, outbox, compose mail, send mail. 4 functionalities I need to deliver for this particular release. On release version 1, I wanted to deliver these 4 functionalities. Now, what I'll try to do, so first of all, I derived my scope. See, my scope is I need to do the inbox, outbox, compose mail, send mails. Now, what I need to do next? So I have derived my in scope and out scope I have been derived. Now, what are the different type of testings I need to do it? For an example now, I have the functionalities. As part of my SDLC, I prepared my, I wanted to do the estimation for this. How we will do the estimation for this particular functionalities? So this is what the topic which we are going to discuss now. Just this is an introduction that what do you meant by an estimation? Now, what do you meant by the test estimation? For doing this particular test estimation, there are multiple techniques. So those techniques we are going to discuss over here. Okay. So now the techniques which we can have it is, so these are all techniques are there: work breakdown structure, 3-point estimations, Delphi technique, functional point technique, use case point technique, percentage distribution, ad hoc methods. Hey, now you want me to learn all these things? Not really we need to understand all, but a few things which is very important. Those are the things which you need to understand, or those are the things which you need to learn. Now, what are those particular techniques? Apart from this all, that is very famous, but whoever really expertise and professional, those people will use this. And this is very easy to understand. Few here. One is WBS, one is functional point, and experience based. There are many other, but we will concentrate on 1, 2, 3. And remaining things are, we will not really use it. But if you know that, that would be better. But as a scope of test estimations, if you cover these 3 pointers, that would be much more better. That is far better, because in current industry, the people are not even using, they didn't even understand that what is path analysis or UCP or the TBS or Delphi technique. They will not understand. Okay, it's not about the thing which we need to go around. So, but as of now, into the scope, we will take WBS, functional point, and then experience based. What do you mean by WBS? What do you mean by WBS? WBS is nothing but work breakdown structure. TBS, task breakdown structure. Now, what do you mean by work breakdown structure? It is very simple. Work breakdown structure is nothing but breaking of your work. Hey, how the breaking of the work? It is very simple. Already you understand the concept of work breakdown structure. First of all, what you have did, hey, I need to have foundation, flooring, and I need to have side walls, roof, second floor, third floor. Now, how you have been designed it? And at the same point of time, under your work, there are multiple things are there. Multiple subtasks are there. So this is work breakdown structure. Means I need to construct a house. This is what my work. I break down my work into multiple splits and detailed that particular activities. Then this is called work breakdown. Breaking off your work into smaller pieces and do the estimations on that. So this is called work breakdown structures. Is it not? Now, how to estimate these particular things? I didn't understand exactly. So can you tell me, for an example, I have 1,000 test cases. Now I need to, I seen this particular functionalities. Based upon these functionalities, how I should estimate for this one. See, here I know these things are there, but in testing, what are the factors we need to do it? Always you remember, when you wanted to create a perfect, see, 100% accuracy no one can give. No one can give. At least 90% of accuracy so people can give if you follow this particular estimation techniques. Now these are called as estimation techniques. What are test estimation techniques? WBS, functional point, del P, and experience space. So these are the test estimation techniques. Even the Perth analysis, UCP, all these are the test estimation techniques. Guys, why I'm once again stressing this one is in interviews, the people will ask you that, hey, can you tell me what are the test estimation techniques you know? And can you brief me something? I have been given you some functionality. Now do the estimation for this and get back to me. If someone asks you this, now what you need to do? It is very simple. Now, first of all, what is your SDLC? That is the reason, see now, once again, where we are going for the SDLC. Now, what are the activities we need to do in the SDLC? Requirement gathering. Next one, analysis. Next one,
test plan,
test planning and designing. Next, test environment. So test case development and these things will fall into this environment and test execution. Actually, these also falls into the test case development, but still as part of this one, I'm writing it. Execution, result analysis, and then closure. These are the things which you are going to do it, right? In your testing cycle. This is what you're going to do it. Now, under this one, TCLC. What is TCLC life cycle?
Test case life cycle.
test case life cycle,
I'm asking
Yes.
what are the phases?
requirement analysis,
Designing, creation,
requirement analysis,
review, execution, results, maintenance.
Review. Next.
Review, execution, results, maintenance.
This is what your TCLC, right? Now, these are your factors, right? You see it, foundation and flooring, these things, how we will construct for a house. This is what your testing life cycle, right? Now, if at all anything requirements come for you, hey, I have 4 functionalities. For reviewing the 4 functionalities, how much time it will take? Or understanding the 4 functionalities, analyzing phase, how much it will take for the requirement gathering, analysis, and test case preparation. See now, these things are, see now, if you see the test environment, even that environment falls here. Test execution, here we are executing it. So I'll remove this one. Results, I'll be doing this one. So test to closure, I'll keep it. So because here execution it comes and all, so directly I'll be keeping the closure. So I remove these things here and I present it here. These are your main headings, right? Now for this one, you need to do the estimations. Is it not easy? See, now I know that these are the things which I'll be having it. Now I'm just trying to, I taken the high level view, requirements, analysis, and test case means the TCLC. The TCLC, I need to design the test cases, and then I need to create the test cases, means review the test cases, estimate the test cases, and then before giving the estimations, what I'll try to do, first I'll talk about the functional point. Functional point technique is one of the most near to the accuracy. Means at least you'll get 90% plus accuracy. You'll get it. That's the reason we will use the functional point. Now in the functional point, what I'll try to do, I'll add up the WBS also. So WBS is nothing but splitting up of your all works, right? Now, in this phase, in the requirement phase, what are the things you'll be doing it? Requirement gathering phase, what things you'll be doing it?
Get the requirement from the customer.
See, now the client will be giving it to the BO, BAs, business analyst, or the POs, the product owners. So now we need to get that particular data, means either from in the form of user stories or requirement specification document. Now we'll be getting that particular requirement. Now we are gathering all these particular requirements, right? Now these are the subtasks in this requirement gathering phase. That's common sense, right? So now you tell me what we will do in the requirement gathering. I just go and get all my user stories, and then once whether I'll be getting it in the Zira or I'll be getting in the documents or anything, I'll get that all particular requirements. Now, once I got this particular requirements, now what I'm trying to do it over here, I'll analyze that particular requirements and try to understand that particular requirements are clear or not. If at all I have any particular questions which is not clear to me, I'll go back and then I'll ask them, hey, this is what my doubt. Can you clarify on me this? Because without understanding something, can you do a testing? Or okay, I'm cooking, so I didn't understand what he said, or the customer asked me to cook something. I don't know what to cook. If he asks me without understanding that one, can I go and cook whatever I wish, so that I go on back and present to him? Then he will say that, boss, this is not I expected, right? Now, first understand the requirement very clearly and do the analysis. Okay, how I need to give the time for this? Usually what I'll try to do is the function, okay, not me, the functional point of technique will suggest you is, now tentatively we have 4 requirements, right? First you see one requirement and second requirement, try to understand the requirement and the complexity of this, and then take that estimated, means how much time you have been spent. According to that, for an example, now you spent 1 hour on this and 2 hours on this. So how much it will, means if you calculate this both, you taken 3 hours divided, means how many things you have been taken? 2. So 1.5 hours is a minimum time, right? 1.5 hours is a minimum time. Now how many requirements you have? How many functionalities you have?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now 4 into 1.5. Very simple, right? Now 4 into 1.5 means 6 hours. So now the requirement gathering, it will take the 6 hours. Requirement gathering and then analysis. So you can keep the 3 hours here, 3 hours here, right? Now come to the test cases. Till now here we didn't create anything. So these are, you always remember where we give the this particular LOE or WBA, means this particular estimations.
Test plan.
Yesterday I told that I'll ask you this question. In test plan, we will be giving the LOE. See, always you remember estimations or LOE, level of efforts, WBS, all these things are common terms. So WBS is a technique. So estimations or the level of efforts means how much efforts it's required to do this particular exercise. This is what the document talks about, the estimations. Now we derived one thing. One is requirement gathering and analysis. I take 6 hours of time. Now test case preparation, right? Now test case preparation. Now what I'll try to do, I'll just see this. Means I understand now the functionality of this inbox and outbox because I just tried for 3 hours, right? So first I seen this one and I seen that, hey, 1 hour it was taking, 2 hours it was taking. I tried to understand that, hey, it was taking 3 hours. Now I know the high level functionality. Now, what are the things I need to do? Hey, it will be having a primary and it will be having a secondary, primary emails, secondary emails, promotional emails, social emails, like this will have it. All these particular emails are there. I need to log in and then just verify these particular test cases are dropped here. When I change according to that particular emails are there here. Emails are there here. So I'll just, I understand the I'm just trying to explain you the functionality of the inbox. Now, once I understand this particular functionality of this one, now what I need to do? Approximately for this one, and these all things are subjective. Subjective means approximate. Approximately, this will have 20 test cases. I see, if you see here, I split it into multiple things. Means bifurcating that particular functionality into the sub functions, because I use the technique of WBS. In the inbox, I do have primary emails, secondary emails, and then product promotional offers and this one. So now when I see, I take for one module, and for this particular module, approximately I'll be getting 30 test cases. Now I have 4 tabs like this. How many test cases it will come? 30 into 4, it will go for 120 test cases.
180.
3 4s,
120.
Okay, so now 4 tabs are there, 120 test cases I'm getting. So how I derive this one? I know the inbox functionality. In the inbox functionality, I just perfect means I have been divided that one. Once I divided, I taken one particular module, and for one module, I gone to the complete functionality, and I'm expecting that there will be 30 test cases. This includes all my positive cases, negative cases, edge cases. Now, what I did it, so probably for other tabs also, this would be similar, right? So that I take that as a 120 test cases have been taken. Now, out of this particular 120 test cases in this, now, how many high level test cases are there, medium level test cases are there, low level test cases are there? So what do you meant by high level, medium and low level? So now, do you remember we have been discussed about the severity and priority?
Yes, sir.
Well, means in severity and priority, what do you meant by high?
Like if we have any bug in that, we cannot move forward. That is high level. We cannot do even start our testing.
Any other answers? So everyone forgot about the severity and priority also. See, high
if you have any
means,
bug and it is affecting the system severely, without fixing that bug, we cannot move forward.
you're only talking from the bugs perspective. High means if it is a high level means it's a showstopper. Without doing this, I can't proceed further. So now when it comes to the high priority, bugs means without that fixing that bug, I can't go. I need to halt my testing. The same way in test cases also, we will be giving this particular priority. On what basis the priority will be given is on time and complexity of the particular test cases and the usage of this particular test cases. Usage means if without doing this test case, I can't move further. All my immediate smoke cases, those things will fall into the high. The same classification how we have been given in the priority for the bugs, the same way here also will have the medium and the low. High priority, medium priority, low priority.
Low priority.
So now here I'll classify this particular 120 test cases. Hey, which bit will fall high? Means I'll go for the test cases. I'll see that hey, 30% will be high, 40% would be for 60% would be medium, and 10% would be low. Now, out of this 120, 30% means 30 plus another 5. So around 40. Okay, let's make this 100 so that it is easy for us to calculate. 30% means I have 30 test cases here, 60 test cases here, 10 test cases here. See how you are trying to do it. I'm going inside, seeing the functionality. Approximately, I'm deriving there will be 100 test cases. And in these test cases, I'll see that particular functionality, and then I'll understand that, hey, in this particular functionality, it was there, right? So approximately 30% would be high level, medium, and then low. Now, what I'll try to do is, I'll take 5 test cases from high, 5 test cases from medium, 5 test cases from the low. So now you have that, you can see it, right? 30, 60, 10. I thought that there will be this many test cases. And here I'll say that, hey, login functionalities, and then coming to the inbox and clicking on this. Like this, I have taken 5 test cases from the high, medium, and low. So once you got this particular test cases, you will try to write a test case. Means you will be literally writing the test case. And here you see it. Design. I mean, here you're seeing it, right? Test case life cycle. First, you will design the test case, create the test case, review the test case, execute that particular test case, and then you close it. Now we do all things activities for this, for 5 test case. Now, what it will say is, for an example, test case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This taken 10 minutes. This taken 15 minutes. This taken 10 minutes. This taken 15 minutes. This taken 10 minutes. For high level. Now, if I sum up this one, how much it will come? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60. Now, how many cases are there here?
5,
5 cases. 5 divided by 60. What is an average time for this?
30.
15. 60 divided by 5. 15. Now, not even 5. It's 12.
12, sir.
12 minutes. So now 12 minutes we'll get it. So now 12 minutes is the average of this particular test case. Now what I'll try to do, how many high level test cases are there here? 30. So 30 into 12 is what my time. It takes for all 30 test cases. And 60. Now here I'll say take the same average of 5 test cases. Now I'll be getting here around 8 minutes. 80 into 60. It's 6 or 48, 480 minutes. And here 12 into 30 means
360.
436, 360, 480. And 10 is there. So now here it will take 5 minutes, 50. Now if you see here, if I wanted to execute for the inbox, for the high level test cases, it takes 360 minutes. And it taken medium level test case 80. And then for low level 50. Now you sum up this one, 14 plus 5, 19 and 8, 890. 890 minutes. 890 minutes divided by 60. So use calculator to make it fast. So 890 divided by 60.
14.8.
14.8.
Approximately 15 hours estimation it is taking for the inbox. What I'm talking inbox. For 15 hours of time it was taking it. Now what I'll try to do is I'll add 10% of this one, which is contingency. Contingency is unpredicted issues may happen. Resource went on deep suddenly. Or some network is not working, application is not working. So that 10% to 15% is the industry standard of the estimation. This is called even as buffer time. So now this 15 hours plus 1.5. So 16.5 hours we have been derived for inbox. To write the test cases and then test this particular test cases and all, it takes the 16.5 hours. So now the same way I'll derive it for outbox, this. So that I'll take all this particular time. So now for an example, inbox 16 hours and for outbox 20 hours. And then for this one 30 hours and for this one 10 hours. Now 10, 20, 50, 60 and 56 hours. And already I have been added buffer at individual. If we added buffer at individual, no need to add that one over here. Okay, be cautious. So now if you added buffer there, then there is no point of adding here. If you didn't add it, then you need to add it here. Now 56 hours we have been derived. Now 56 hours, how many resources will happen for per week? What is a man day, man hour? One particular resource will have 8 hours per day. Right? 8 hours you will not work. So one resource we can consider as 7 hours. But people will calculate 8 hours. Okay, calculate for 8 hours itself. In the industry, people will calculate 8 hours. Weekly, how many hours I'll be having it? Only we will work for 5 days because Saturdays, Sundays will not work. So now we will be having 40 hours
40
over
hours.
here. So now 40 hours will mean a person. This is called man day. This is called man hour. So now this is a man day and this is a man hour. Now how many man hours it will work? So guys, just give me 1 second. So we have 56 hours are there. So now how we wanted to get 56 hours means, so now 5 days plus 2 means 1 week, 2 days it will take for a particular person to complete. Now if I wanted to complete this one sooner, then what I'll try to do, I'll keep 2 people so that it can be completed within 3.5 days. So this is for the estimation which we have been derived for this one. So now here we'll be giving it, hey, writing for this one, this much time, this much time, this much time, this much time. So if you see one of the estimations which we have been given at, so I'll show you one project so that you can clearly understand that how it would be. The estimations you can see on it. And one of the most critical activity for a tester is to do the estimations. So if you understand the SDLC and the TCLC and these things, then that would be really a very much easier for the people to prepare these particular estimations. Because that all depends upon the estimation. For an example now, this is what I wanted to do. So these are the high level activities. Okay. So now let me go to this one so that you can see to understand this. You see it? These are the modules. And these are the submodules. And you can see it, test case creation, test case review, manual execution. So now I clubbed it. In the test case creation, what are the things would be clubbed? So here the designing, analysis, creation, everything went into this particular time. And review, execution. So if you see here, so then what I have done, I created the high level, medium level, low level, and estimated that there would be number of test cases for these all modules. We've gone through these particular modules, and we are saying that approximately there are 50 test cases high, 30 test cases medium, 25 test cases low. And we have been given this, we have been derived the average times. Now with this particular average times, we started multiplying this one, and then we are able to derive the overall time for test creation. Test creation will have creation, designing, and then test case creations. Now reviewing time. So how much time it will take for the reviewing? So you can have the formula. So now if you see here 0.5, 0.25, 0.155. So now if it is for high level, how much? Medium. See now for high level, we have been kept half an hour. For medium, we kept 2.5 hour. For low, we kept 1.5 hour. So that it calculated and it gives me the result. Now this is for test case reviews and execution. If you see for high 1 hour, for low, for medium, it is 1.5 hour, and for low, it is 0.25. And this is automation lifecycle leave bot. Now, what are the things we will be having here is, see now, creation of the test cases from the requirement, UI test cases review, manual testing execution, and then automation feasibility study. Now, these particular values, from where you'll be getting this, So here we have been drilled down over here. So this is how we calculated. Hey, for this all, we have this many test cases. And this is what the average time which it will be taking it. So multiplied with that particular average time, I'll be getting derived this particular times. According to this particular times, I'll be doing it, multiplying it, adding this, I'll be getting this one. So now this is for the data management functionality. For this one, I have these particular values and then I have been computed here. So now this is what the overall times which we got it from this. So this is how we derive this particular WBS and TBS, and then we will calculate. So now here it is a work breakdown structure. So now under this one, I wanted to get some more task level. So then that is called the task-based structure. And we clubbed the functional point technique and then WBS, and then we have been done this. So this is how the WBS and then functional point technique would be utilized. I know that this would be not so easy at one shot to understand. I'll give a quick recap on this one. Now, first what we have done is we derived the complete life cycle and what are the phases we have been taken and what are the subphases we have. So first we have been divided that. Now then what we have been taken. So we taken for the realistic, we went and we understand that, and for each module how much requirement gathering analysis happened. For 2 modules I've taken it. I take an average and how many modules are there. According to that we have taken the average of this. So now if you see here, every time what we have done, we went into the functionality, we understand the functionality and we have been averaged the functionality. So that's the reason this is called as functional point technique. And this gives you the more accuracy because you're understanding the functionality and then giving the estimations. That is the reason this is the most effective thing in the estimations. Because you're seeing, and now once you have been derived for this one, when it comes to the test case level, you went into the inbox, you seen that, hey, what are the functionalities are there tentatively for this one and how it will be multiplied with the overall test cases. And you classify that particular test case. And then you have been really executed one cycle for all these things. And then you have been given this particular estimates. 5 test cases you have done and take an average of the particular 5 test cases and get that average and multiply with the number of test cases. So that gives the module. So, and then you added the 10% to 15% of contingency for this. And then that is how it will be calculated and then it will be done. Yes, people feel this is the most complicated job. Usually people will say that 10 hours is enough. If someone asks, why 10 hours? You should be able to say each and every point by point. Anyone can say something. Say, boss, how much time you need to go from Tirupati to Chennai? 10 hours. Why 10 hours? Probably it will take only 3 hours. So now when I need to come to the outskirts, so overall the kilometers is 140 kilometers. And when I need to travel for 140 kilometers at the speed of 60 kilometers, I can cover within 2.5 hours. But now the 30 minutes, if I have the traffic, so I need to spend the traffic. And if I have to have a break, so I need to take a 5 minutes break in the gap. So that's the reason it comes around 3 hours, 30 minutes. So that's the explanation you need to give it. So that estimate, when you estimate it properly, the project will be executed properly. If you don't estimate it properly, then you will be sufferer. Now the people need to work more hours. Why the people get frustrated, stressed out in the jobs? Because they estimated it for 8 hours, but the real work is for 24 hours. Now where he need to bring up the 24 hours? Now the pressure will come on the testers. If you properly planned something, then we can do it. So now for an example, if you properly planned your cooking, so now I'm doing the cooking. So I said at 1:30 my friends are coming, so that I can, if I start my work from 5 o'clock, so it will be very much easier. I know that hey, it takes 8 hours of time to do it or 5 hours of time to do it. I properly planned it. Now I wake up at 10 o'clock and my friends are coming at 1:30, how I can cook it? So then there will be stress. I need to run here and there and there and here. So that's the reason properly planned estimations will always gives you the right outputs. So today we discussed about WBS and then estimations. So tomorrow, let's see this particular information and then we'll discuss like what do you meant by experience-based. And I wanted to see you people that prepare the test plan, prepare this particular estimations together. And you should understand that, okay, for example, I wanted to take this functionality, you need to explain me what is your understanding on this particular estimations. So this is what the expected exercise. And once again, I'm saying it, sir, I didn't do it, sir. I forgot to do it, or I saved it, it is not saved properly, or I missed it to do it. I'll show it to tomorrow. Don't tell me these stories, please. I'm really fed up to hear of these things. So when you're coming back tomorrow session, whoever was present or